Hey Gemini, hope you're all doing well and thank you for being here and listening. This is going to be a check-in on your energy, Gemini, and it's actually the perfect time to do a check-in because it is a new moon or the new moon in Cancer occurred yesterday. So there are a lot of themes about relationships, about home, about nurturing, excuse me, that is Cancer's energy. And Gemini, you're typically very intellectual, witty, intelligent, sometimes sarcastic, but the intellect is mainly what tends to govern your being or your way of being. And Cancer is all about heart, emotion, feeling, nurturing. So what I'm feeling for you, Gemini, as a first insight is that this new moon in Cancer or the next 5 days is going to be good for you to soften the edges a little bit, take some time out for yourself, do some home improvement. Maybe this is about strengthening relationships, reconnecting relationships that have been lost, those that you do want to reconnect with, reconciliation, and just a softer way of communicating. Your energy, Gemini, is typically to go outwards. And what this new moon is asking for is for us to go inward. So maybe some meditation, some journaling, um, going within and not looking outside for stimulation, but really going within and the introspection that comes with that. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, please and thank you for Gemini. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Messages of guidance. Please help me channel messages of guidance for my Geminis. The Hangman, exactly. Card of Pisces. This is about the pause. This is about introspection. It's also intuition because Pisces is a very intuitive sign. This is a major arcana as well. So it could mean some really deep introspection, Gemini, around your heart space, around emotional challenges, emotional obstacles, anything that you've been going through emotionally. This is a period of introspection for you. It's a beautiful card to get. It's also about looking at things from a different perspective. So your intellect can definitely help there, but it's a balance of intellect, perspective, and the heart space of emotion and nurturing. It is a pause, so you are being asked to take a time out. So maybe a break from socializing or just excess communication is something that could be beneficial for you, Gemini, even if it's just WhatsApp, social media communication. The Emperor, another major arcana. So big energies here, Gemini, and this is a card of Aries. For some of you, this could be about taking control of your surroundings, taking control of your home. There might be things you might have been putting off that need to be done, and they are niggling at you. It's something that's causing you maybe a little bit of anxiety. This is about owning your kingdom, the Emperor, divine masculine, all elements in one: air, water, fire, and earth. And what I'm getting for you is a sense of balance that is needed. I'm feeling a lot of air energy for a lot of you, which is intellect, which is thinking, which is communication, which is, fast moving energy. But I'm feeling like a slowdown, a standstill, holding space for yourself. Again, with the eagle, looking at things from a higher perspective, stepping back from challenges or problems that you've been struggling to solve, taking a step back from that, looking at it from a different perspective, and maybe some rest as well, Gemini. But this is a fiery energy. it's also about taking action. So where you haven't been taking action, maybe look at, those areas of your life where you haven't been taking action or you've been avoiding, especially those mundane tasks. Have a look at that, Gemini, and spend some time getting that in order. And for some of you, it could be paperwork. I'm just getting a feeling of not signing any contracts, though, at this time, not being too hasty about signing contracts or about making any major decisions. Mercury in retrograde in Cancer, it is, and with the new moon, it really is, and Mercury is your planet. So it is about taking a step back and maybe revisiting some of those things that have caused self-sabotage. I'm getting self-sabotage for some of you, or old traumas and wounds that keep coming back. And you've been seeing this pattern. I have a feeling that some of you have been seeing a certain pattern, and it's now become something that needs releasing. Wow, another major arcana. The Magician, and this is your card, Gemini. It is about being able to manifest, being able to create, having all the tools that you need to create the life that you want, to create the environment that you want. It's about reciprocal energy as well, and receiving from the universe. So this really is a time for meditation. It's a time for looking at your desires, looking at your goals, looking at where in your life you are not feeling that happy. And again, it's balancing out all the elements with the wand, fire, the pentacle, earth, the cup is water, the sword is air. Another message about balance, Gemini. And what I mean by that, and if you're referring to the elements, if you're lacking in earth, it means that your body isn't grounded, or you're not feeling grounded. You have restless energy. If you have too much fire, you could be in burnout, that affects digestion as well. Emotion without balance, it can be chaos, it can be irrational, it can be spiraling moments, anxiety, overwhelm. And then the communication, too much air energy, too much use of your voice, can expend energy, or actually, it is about choosing words carefully. So when I say balance out all the elements, that's what I'm referring to. And I'm feeling for some of you a neglect of your physical body, maybe overworking here, Gemini. Maybe it's time, for just a regroup or checkup. If you've missed any medical checkups, and boundaries. So Queen of Swords is about boundaries. It's a card of Libra. And Libra again is about balance. So again, where have you been overextending yourself? Where have you been overgiving? Where have you been overtaking maybe? And it's looking at those areas and balancing them out in the next few days, Gemini. Okay, overall energy. Overall energy for Gemini, please and thank you. Drama, or at least avoiding drama. And that's where the over communication comes in. And maybe that's what you're pulling back from, and gaining a different perspective. This is about, everyone fighting. There might be a lot of chaos around you at the moment. There might be a lot of argumentation or gossip or unruly energy, everyone kind of fighting to be the best, fighting to be the one on top. This is a warning to remove yourself from that energy, especially if you have been feeling unbalanced. not to get involved in the drama, not to get tangled into whatever is going on here. It could be family, it could be work, career, relationship, but to hold back your words right now and really think about where you fit into this picture and how you want or would like to resolve it. And again, it's almost Gemini, it's like reviewing, what you are chasing at the moment and whether that is still that is something that you want, or is it because, you've just put in so much effort so far that you're pushing yourself to the end or to the finish line without thinking about whether you still want this goal. Okay, Gemini, I hope that helped. I am doing personal readings, so if you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. Otherwise, until next time, sending you so much love.